Hi guys, this is your tip sheet for the 7th worksheet entitled SpongeBob Genetics Co-Dominance. Now before we begin, you got to remember what the term co-dominant means. That means more than one trait is dominant. If you have two dominant traits, if both of them are dominant, they're not going to overtake the other one. In a co-dominant problem, you're going to see both traits in the same organism. I think the example that I gave you on the how-to video earlier was when you have a white-feathered chicken and a black-feathered chicken. When they cross, their offspring is going to show a chicken that has both white and black feathers. That would be considered co-dominant because you see both traits. SpongeBob also has some co-dominant traits. So if you look at the key, you see that there are two dominant traits for pore size, like the holes in the sponge. You have large holes and small holes. They are both capital letters. That means they are both dominant. Same thing with body color. Blue is dominant and so is green. And then the size or the shape of the holes in the sponge, you have round and you have oval shapes. Those are also both. So when you're looking at this first column, big L, that's the genotype. So what is the phenotype? What does it look like? Big L, big L, big L, big L. I'm going to look up here. That's pore size. That means big L, big L. That means large pores. If you are big S, that means you are small. If you are L and S, meaning you have two dominant genes, you are going to see large and small. Large and small, not medium. You do not get a medium size when you have an L. You're going to see both of them. That's the biggest mistake everybody makes is when it's like, well, you're combining large and small. You should get a medium. That's not co-dominance. They share the organisms. You see both traits. So be very careful when you are handling these questions. I'll do the first one up here. The rest of them are very similar, okay? One of SpongeBob's cousins, SpongeBob Billy, recently met a square pants gal, Sponge Gertie, at the local dance and fell in love. When Billy Bob and Gertie have a baby square pants of their own, use a Punnett square to determine the inheritance of Billy Bob that has large pores and Gertie that has small pores. Okay, so let's think here. Let's go ahead and figure out their genotypes. Well, Billy Bob has large, so that means he's big L, and Gertie has smalls, crossed with little s. List all the possible percentages of their offspring. Well, you've got to figure out the Punnett square. Oop, that's supposed to be an S. And so if you look, it's 100% big L, little s, or big L, big S, and it is 100% large and small. So you're going to get a combination of both on all the babies, okay? List all the possible genotypes and percentages for the offspring. Well, we did that right there. What is the probability of only having large pore kids? Well, they're 100% big L, big S, so it's 0%. What is the probability of only having small pore kids? Again, 0%. And then what is the probability of having one with both large and small? Well, that is 100%. It's simple as that. So you do the same things over here. Now when we flip it over on the back, this is blood types. Just like in humans. There's type A blood, there's type B blood, type AB, and of course type O. Type A and type B are both dominant genes, so it's co-dominant. But this one, there are recessive blood types as well. So if you see here, you see capital I, those are dominants. So, but you can be a dominant, homozygous, or you can be dominant recessive with a little I. So you have a big I and a little I. So the big I has an A, little I doesn't have anything on there. Well, actually, you could probably technically say that little I, since it's recessive, that's O. So if this is dominant and that's dominant recessive, this is type A blood. This, BB, BO, so this is type B blood. This one here is type A and B, which is co-dominant, so you have type AB blood. And then of course you have a recessive, that is your type O blood. So all of these questions deal with this chart up here. Let's do the Nemo question. Nemo is a clownfish that has been separated from his parents. 2 clownfish claim to be his parents, each with blood type AB. So both parents are type AB. So parents, big I, big I, big I, big I. And they're both A, B, A, B. So we'll complete the Punnett square. And I already noticed that I made a mistake. I put big A, big B. Which should that be? That should be an A as well. Okay, so list all the possible genotypes and their percentages. Okay, well we have big I A, big I A. That equals 25%. Then you have big I A, big I B, which is 50%. Then you have B, B, and that equals 25%. Okay? If Nemo has type A blood, could this be their son? Well, yes. Because there's a 25% chance that they could be their kid. If Nemo has type O blood, could it be their son? Well, if you look at the genotypes, you have to be little I to be type O, so absolutely not. They could not be that. So this, you're going to do the same concept with the nurse shark and Patrick that's down here at the bottom. Now, I will say with the, everything else is pretty straightforward. So you've got the big eyes and you got the recessive little eyes. This one here is probably the only thing I might throw you because there are dominant and recessive traits with blood types. So just pay attention to the key up at the top and you should be able to answer these without any problem. Remember, co-dominant means both traits are seen in the organism. You see both of them, okay? If you have any questions, email me. Thank you.